Good evening, everyone. I'm here to do an impromptu reading here. I was just sitting here after work and playing with my cards, and I got the that sparkling feeling. So I thought, okay, let's see what messages we've got here for our collective. So the first three cards that came out are the middle cards: the King of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Page of Swords. Then the bottom row, then the Ace of Cups at the top, and the Sun card was wanting to make an appearance. And this is what we're striving for right now, and we're fighting for that joy, that happiness. The Sun is starting to, stay out longer for us in this part of the world anyhow, with the season of winter. And it's tough, without that sunlight. It's difficult for people with their energy and their mental health. So it's already starting to feel like that sun is staying out much longer. So it's providing some hope. I'm hearing now, I'm starting to channel, so the stars are aligning. So that's wonderful. The turquoise Amazonite is loving expression, so it's the throat chakra, and I feel like this divine masculine really wants to talk and being very shy, being very coy. So this person that really has their eye on you is quiet and hasn't really felt capable of sharing their true feelings. And you've been focused on yourself, so good job, Divine Feminine, showing yourself love and showing the world love, really, and sharing your gifts. People really like your energy, and you're pretty consistent with the way that you behave, so you're not somebody that really hides who they are or changes, the mood too much. Your mental health is in a really good place. And people see you as being very vibrant and capable and stable and able to really ride through difficult times. And I feel like these are energies you've overcome, and you needed to really walk away from a lot of unhealthy things in order to get here. And you're so focused on yourself. This is really how you're able to really see all the good things in life. And you're channeling beautifully, and your chakras are so aligned. They feel so amazing. And the divine's got your back here. That piece of selenite here is really supporting you. The earth core supporting you. All of the galactic energy and the star energy is supporting you. I'm hearing star quality here. You've come out of some pretty difficult times here, being left out. I know if you're feeling left out, just know that your abundance is protected and it's coming. Okay, there's somebody here who I think has been really hiding how they really feel about you, and they're really examining this right now. And it's this King of Wands, and he's really focused on, this is phallic here. I'm getting sexual energy already, and feeling insecure, like feeling like they're not up to snuff to really match you, but they need to really go within, because the Divine Feminines I'm channeling, of course, like good looking, somebody who's good looking and confident, but it's more about the heart space. That Queen of Cups really understands what true love is all about, and she's really in tune with the feelings and expresses that in a beautiful way. This masculine here is more sexual, more connected in a really passionate way. And that's okay. I feel this feminine is the same way. But he showed himself here as a King of Wands. So we really have to pay attention to that. And I feel like this is where he feels he's the strongest. And I think that it's a love language that he's had his entire life. He really struggles with talking about how he feels. I think that he's going to be looking to you, Divine Feminine, to help in this area. However, I think he will really tap into his passionate side and really own it and step more into it in a way of expressing it. I think he feels it and shows it, but he may not talk about it. So if he's with you in terms of intimacy, he might show you through his actions, but not say too much. I feel like he wants to do that. And I feel like he's connecting to a lot of different energies. He's looking into a lot of different things to help him feel more confident in all the areas I just talked about. So I feel like he's been able to overcome some struggles where he wasn't able to defend himself or defend you or defend this union. And he's embarrassed about that. And he realizes that he needed to get over his pride and ego and kick these people to the curb that would otherwise prevent him from manifesting and manifesting this reconciliation to come back and get you and really work and fight for this union, because he just simply let you go too easily, and you aren't somebody that fought, because we don't do that. It was very painful, and I'm not saying you didn't speak to your ex if this pertained to an ex-partner, and I'm channeling that for the most part that's what this is. It could be somebody you haven't met yet as well, take it how it resonates, but you're not a chaser, you're not a complainer, you're not a whiner, of course you cried, but you did that in private. And I think he really wanted you to chase him, and he was playing games. It was very kind of a toxic King of Wands, toxic King of Cups even, very manipulative. And this is historically, okay? So I feel like he was very guarded, but he's overcome that. He's overcome that because this is you guys, It left you guys feeling like this, and it's not okay. And, you walked away, he walked away, and I feel like he didn't understand. Like he saw you moving on as well, but you've left this behind. He thought you left him behind. He thought that you let go in a way that would mean that you would never want this again, that you wouldn't necessarily be interested in him. This is all his inner dialogue, and he convinced himself of all these things that weren't real, wasn't true. So he went back to the drawing board and re-evaluated things, I'm hearing, and really is focused on what will bring him true love and true happiness. The true love I got from here and true happiness was from here. What will bring him joy, true joy, at a heart space? He's fixated on you. This is who brings him joy here. And he wants to come back to this. There's going to be another go around. This is what I'm getting. They want me to read this card. Let's see. So relaxes the nervous system, calming muscles. Let's have you focused here on these. Just focus in on the crystal there. Calming muscle spasms or overactivity in the brain. That's great. Reduces pain and swelling related to gout, rheumatism, or arthritis. Reduces inflammation in bronchial passages. Alleviates skin irritation. Treats calcium deficiency and osteoporosis. Supports thyroid, throat, and lung health. So this is really good for communication, right? And I was just talking about some of the deficiencies here, or struggles, I should say. Emotional qualities. So stimulates the throat chakra to facilitate easeful verbal expression, supports loving and kind expression, helps relieve stubbornness, brings mental and emotional flexibility, optimism, hope, inner peace, and tranquility, soothes emotional trauma. I express myself with love and kindness. Well, look at that. Isn't that amazing? And let's put the amethyst there and give it a second here. He's very shy. He would love to gift you with crystals. He's just not sure how you would take it. And, we know we would be very happy, but I think it's more confidence still around facing the things that he couldn't face before. He's really giving it a lot of thought, Divine Feminine. Like that's this card here. And he really wants to come out of this energy. And he's aiming for that Ace of Cups. This is what he wants to bring you. And I do feel like he's freed himself enough to be able to do it. And freeing himself from the things that would have held him back. That's over here. You need to know that this was not easy for him. Because not only was he needing to challenge himself and really go deep within and really learn about his own love language and understand where things kind of went wrong here in the past, and not just with you, with other relationships. There were a lot of things he needed to look at. He's done a lot of work, and I think he was able to finally figure it out, and realizing he sold himself short. He didn't defend himself properly. It left him like this, it left you like this, it left both of you like this. He failed in terms of defending you when he should have. He didn't do it enough. And he knows somehow that you felt disappointed in him in that way. He's cried a lot. He's cried a lot over this union. It meant the world to him. And he really needed time to heal and grieve the way that he felt that he let you down. He's coming back. This is a rebirth here. He's excited. It feels really good. Let's see what else we get. So, exactly, right? Like that hermit energy, he wants to come out of that. Like, you've been in this hermit energy, but it's good. It was a good thing. Like, good things are going to happen now because you were able to master the things that needed mastering while being in this hermit energy. A mastery of understanding yourself better, understanding where this failed and why it failed. And it's no longer just blaming one person. I think this person beat himself up pretty bad at a certain point. You know, when all these other situations started to crumble, he realized he had it good over here and that he should have treated this much better. I'm hearing ignorant. There's some ignorance. But he was so hurt and wounded though. And he didn't have coping skills. He didn't have healthy skills around how to respond to feeling hurt, to having that broken heart. Again, there's a lack of skill with communication. And this is not me criticizing any of these people that this would be pertaining to. People often get defensive when they listen to readings like this, and the person that is tasked with channeling messages feel that it's that person's personal opinion. It's not. This is a channeling, okay? This isn't us speaking ill of somebody. We're just highlighting the areas that they struggle with if it's something that's a challenge, okay? So I just want to be very clear that this is not my own personal thoughts. This is a channeling. I'm channeling this person's energy, okay? All right. The divine is safeguarding this person. They're safeguarding you and the goal of union, of this second chance here at love. Because you've worked so hard and you're so sensitive right now to what is coming and what needs to happen, and everything's being safeguarded. Okay, you don't need to worry. Because I'm picking up here for this divine feminine, you know, she's been hurt really bad, and I think that this masculine knows that, and she hasn't really shared too much of it, and that's part of the reason why he's been avoiding that conversation with you as well, because he knows and knew that it would be difficult to face you, like for him to see you crying perhaps, or for him to hear you say that ABCDE hurt you, that he would have done, or somebody else that he was involved with did that would have hurt you. That's not an easy thing to face. And so I think, again, that was a whole other layer that he had to work through. He sees you as treating yourself as sacred, treating this love as sacred, when he failed to recognize it that way and treat it that way. And that hurts him, you know, and he knows that you probably have, how do I explain? Like, you didn't go out in the world and just date whoever to try and get over this pain, like this person did here. And again, no judgment. That's how you learn. If that's how you were meant to learn, then that's what he had to do. You did things different. And I'm not suggesting you didn't go out and talk to other people, or maybe you dated for a bit, maybe you didn't, I don't know. But he really sees how you really looked after your emotional well-being, and you didn't just go out and like rebound. Like, this person, you guys handled things very differently, and he really honors and respects the way that you handled it, is what I'm trying to say. And it makes him feel happy, because I feel like he knows that you love him very much still, and that you're not just out there doing that because you respect and honor yourself too much. So that's a very nice compliment. So a few other cards here. We have the Page of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. So he needed to get over an immature energy here of walking away without really thinking things through. And I feel like this is in the past. And he gave up this Ten of Cups. This put him in this position here. Very often he would lay there at night and think, like, what the hell did I do? Why did I do that? That was a stupid move, you know? And I feel like he didn't know how to come and talk to you about that. My right ear's ringing. And so that Judgment card really is powerful in that this is another layer of healing that he needed to do. And he needs to face you and admit this to you. Because I feel like he's worried that you might think that he didn't care at all and that he never thought about any of this. And he laid there often, even though if there was somebody else with him in that bed or wherever he was, and he was often thinking about this haunts him. This haunts him in a way that he's tried to move on. He tried to let go in all the ways that he thought he could, should, whatever. It didn't work. He's constantly back over here trying to figure this out. And he knows that this is the avenue. He has the ability. This is here waiting for him. He has another chance here at love again if he wants. And it's a love that will bring him joy. True happiness. There we go. That Magician card. You know? It's time. He wants to stand up for this union and speak the truth because he knows that that's what you're waiting for. And Divine Feminine, good for you for not budging. Good for you because you have it. Because you don't have to. We are very, very mature with our emotions and our position, and we did our work. And for the divine feminines that understand what kind of union this is and what your masculine was going through because of the telepathy and your ability to connect to energy, as hard as it was, you did it spiritually and energetically, and you supported yourself and this person here that way, and it helped him really find his way as well. He's in awe. He just can't believe that you've been so kind and patient this whole time when he was very toxic. Very, very toxic. And just know, Divine Feminine, he never let you go. And you went after the wrong feminine, thinking that she was the it girl, and she had the money and the class and all this jazz, and it wasn't true. It was dark once he got in there, and it was like, yikes, get me out of here. And then he couldn't get out. You were the actual Queen of Pentacles the whole time. You were in front of him the whole time, and he didn't see it. He didn't see you this way before, for some reason. I don't know why that is. He sees you like this now. Because initially when I touched the card, it was Divine Feminine, then it flipped into the karmic. That's why I put the crystal here. And he feels bad that he misjudged both of you. He wants to put you back in the proper position here because he's let go of this karmic. And this is what he's going to come and tell you. He's going to tell you he's sorry. He wasn't thinking straight, see? The amethyst is a master healer, so this is providing healing. Here we go. It's reconciliation. It's innocence here. He thinks a lot about the past and the ways that you used to kind of interact with each other and how you were sweet with each other and how much fun you had. And it wasn't the same with this person here. The previous person he was with, she was all about the fame and the money and status and class and fancy stuff, and he just went along with it because he thought he had to. This person often just did whatever to please the people he was with. I don't think he was ever given a chance to be his true self. And with you, I feel like you allowed him to be his true self, and you would never like boss him around, tell him what to do, buy him things to make him look a certain way, or you know, never pressured him. He was confused about that. I think he thought that meant you didn't really love him. He was very confused about what true love is. It's not that he didn't love you, doesn't love you, and that, because that love's always been there. It's just, I don't think he understood what it was, is what I'm trying to say. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not his fault in the sense that if he was not raised and shown love properly, how does one person know? It takes meeting your divine counterpart to show you that. That is not an easy thing for couples to go through that are in these positions. It's about coming back home to yourself to learn what love is. That is not easy. And this is what he honors within you. And you were able to teach him about that love because despite everything he did, you still loved him. You loved him and you love him still, and he knows. And I remember there were times where he would get angry. I could feel it energetically, telepathically. It would be like, just let me go already. Like he would be angry because the love was so strong. And it's almost like the energetic fields would be irritated from the love and the emotion and the frequency of that love hitting their energetic field as those messages were going through those chakras and that energetic cord. Like it's very interesting in terms of a science. I'm not a scientist, so I can't quite explain it like that, but I'm just trying to remember when we were in that stage, like how it would feel, and it would come through like that, and I didn't know how to help, I would really just try to, send love, but then try to disconnect a little bit and not focus on the connection so much, or even try to think about him too much, and just keep myself busy doing other things. Because sometimes when you think a lot about your partner, your divine counterpart, they feel that it can be overwhelming if they're struggling, So it's a really song and dance. You really have to figure things out as you go, but that's just a tip, because, and I don't know if it helped. I have no way to know, because it's not stuff that we would ever talk about in the physical. Telepathically, yes. So the Chariot card, I feel like this masculine is ready to come forward for union. Okay, so sorry. They have so much that they want to share with you, and they're ready to come forward. They're ready. They're really sorry. And they know when they come to you, they have to be in balance, and they're in balance now. I feel like they drive around a lot and think about you, and it's like they have so many aha moments as they're driving, and they just wish they could just call you. But they're maintaining control, because you don't want somebody to come in that way, You want it to be properly organized and not on the fly kind of a thing. And they know that they will reach their destiny when they finally make that move and come towards you. And it's going to take a lot to get over what's happened here in order to reach this. He knows that. Meaning, I think that's why he doesn't pick up that phone and hasn't yet, because there's so much, right? There's so much to talk about. These aren't unions that had one minor issue. There's usually multiple issues involved in the background.